Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the T-Moss Boss Show. And in today's episode, before I get into today's question, I feel like I need to give you guys a little bit of a backstory. So, some time ago, I got into it with a hate group on YouTube. Like, all these guys do is just go around, find content creators to hate on, never find the happiness and the joy when it comes to the internet. They just want to be negative, spew out negative things, do negative things, like any and everything's negative, they're gonna either say or do it. So anyways, but yeah, there was a stalker that came from that. And when I mean stalker, like this guy, if this guy could find out where exactly I was at, he definitely would try to do some crap like that. If not that, if he knew that I was going to be in the area, I feel like that he would be that weird individual that's like, oh, I gotta see him. I gotta do something. And it's just weird to me because I'm like, I haven't done no type of videos. I haven't said nothing. I haven't done nothing in order to get that type of energy. All I've ever done was exist on YouTube. That's it. So yeah, to me, it's just weird having to deal with people like that. But I mean, you got a lot of people out there that are just mentally crazy. And so that's what I just think the situation is with him. He has mental issues and he needs help, like some serious professional help. And I know I'll say that, and I know people ain't like, I feel like this. When you tell a crazy person that they need help, they don't hear that. They don't hear that they need help. And that's why I'm like, I one day would like to just say the right thing to convince a crazy person that you need help. Like, I don't know. Maybe me talking about these types of things, maybe like when they just hear it, then they're like, dang, that is kind of weird to be carrying on like that, And so I feel like with this though, like maybe not. Maybe if I don't know, like I said, like I would like one day, I would like to just overall say the right thing to just convince a crazy person, one of my haters, somebody out there, if you need to get help, you definitely, you should be looking into that stuff as soon as possible. But anyways, so there was a time though where this hater stalker guy, he was making playlists of my videos. Like he'll just randomly pick a genre of videos that I do, and he'll just make a playlist of them. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what's the reason of even doing that? It's like it's something where I know people will look at it and be like, oh, and how I look at it, it's like you're only helping me out in the long run. Like that's how I look at it. If you don't want people to watch my videos, making a playlist of them is not going to help you. Like that's like you're just, my thing is this, you are the smallest form of a middleman by doing some stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know, maybe one day he might take the playlist down. If not, then yeah, I just see it, it's like all you're doing is just helping me get more views. And so I guess like if you don't want me to be a content creator, making a playlist of my videos, that's not gonna be helpful. Like that's like sitting here saying like, oh, I'm gonna go put out this fire with some gasoline. Like I don't get it. I just do not get it. But anyways, but no, there was a time though where he made a playlist about my sneaker videos. So for those that don't know, yeah, I'm into sneakers. I love sneakers. Been into sneakers since I think it was either mid or late 2016 when I had started getting into sneakers. Like I remember I just one day went out, bought me a pair of Adidas, and then at that point I got into Adidas, and then sometime after that I got into Nike, then I got into Jordan, and then yeah, I went crazy when it came to sneakers and stuff. And anyways, throughout the years, I really didn't know what else to do. Like I was just wearing them just to wear them at one point, but then I realized like, wait a minute, I can make content off of these, I can actually do something productive with these, and that's why I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, time out. Let me start up this camera, let me get me a pair of sneakers, and let me just sit down and talk about them. Next thing you know, I did some videos on this channel. I still do sneaker videos on my main channel. And then eventually, and I even done podcast episodes talking about sneakers, create a whole another YouTube channel about sneakers, create a TikTok account about sneakers. Yeah, man, it was something where I'm like, fam, this is like, it's funny how at the time being, you don't realize like what you're doing. You don't realize what you're getting yourself into. And then it's like, oh, oh, I can actually turn this into something. Okay, cool, bet. So, anyways, but yeah, so he made the playlist. And then he goes on to say, like, why does he buy them anyways? And I'm thinking to myself, for one, why does it matter to you or what I do with my money or what I decide to do when it comes to sneakers? That doesn't concern you. Like that's the thing that confuses me about people like him is that they don't have like no say so, no place, no business in a person's life, but they try to put themselves involved in some person's life. And that's why I overall call him a stalker, because it's like you're worried about stuff that doesn't even concern you at all. Like that's something where I'm like, man, I'm just curious at the point in time when I do meet whoever my future wife is, I start having kids, he's gonna be like, oh, T Moss Boss's kid graduated from elementary, and it's like everybody can graduate from elementary. It's like what's so special about that? And I'm like, again, why does that concern you? You know, like it's stuff like that where it's like it doesn't it's one thing where I know I should say it shouldn't matter to you, but at the same time, you have no place or business to be talking about it at all. So it's like, it's something where it's just, you know, if you're not going to be happy about it, fine, don't. That type of stuff ain't going to faze me. I'm not going to go all the way to your house and be like, no, you're going to be happy about my kid graduating school or about me buying sneakers, whatever the situation is. I can care less. I can honestly care less. Like, I'm not gonna lose no sleep at night. And even just no, because this, I found out about this some time ago where he had made a playlist about my sneaker videos and stuff. And it's something where I think about, like, when I think about how he was like upset over the fact of me being in the sneakers, and I'm thinking to myself, it ain't no different than a person being in the cars. It ain't no different than a person going to an art museum and being in the art. It ain't no difference than a person being in the video games. It's a hobby, you know, for a person. It's like, I look at it at first, well, I did look at it at first as a hobby, you know, just going out, getting sneakers, wearing them, telling friends and family that don't really know too much about sneakers, yeah, just, you know, a conversation starter and stuff. But no, overall though, it's like, it's a part of my business as a content creator to get into sneakers. Now, I might not get into all pairs of sneakers, but I am going to get into those that I do like, and I'm like, hey, I can make a video off of these, maybe a couple of TikToks, I'm good, you know. So, but man, a podcast episode if I want like some, you know, extra credit and things. But yeah, it's like, I don't know why at the same time that would bother somebody for me being in the sneakers. You know, it's like it's confusing because it's like, why it just because no, the funny thing is he posts this video of himself, like, and I found that so cringy. I'm like, you a 20-something-year-old man, act like it. But there is a time where he made this video where he was holding these two stuffed animals. And you know how I do like comedy voiceovers and stuff. I don't know where he was aiming at when he tried to do that video, but he was like mimicking a weird voice. And I actually had reacted to that video. I was all like, this is without doubt the weirdest video that I've seen. Like, this is some weird stuff. These are those types of videos that you see in like Silence of the Lamb type movies. You know, like, what was that one dude? Yeah, the one dude that was wearing the women's makeup, and then he tucked his stuff behind his legs or something, and he started dancing. He's all like, oh, I ain't gonna say the words, but just watch that movie, okay? And then that guy, the one that had the woman at the like the well or whatever that thing was, yeah, that guy, yeah, that's who this guy's gonna grow up to be. I mean, he's already a grown up, but at the same time, when I don't know, maybe he's like that now already. It's like, but he definitely got some issues. It is something where I'm like, it's funny how he gets on me about being in the sneakers, but I'm all like, you being a grown man, why are you in the stuffed animals? Like, honestly though, like that's a genuine question. What are you doing as a grown man playing? Even if it was like something that was gifted to you as a kid, why are you playing with them now as a grown man? Donate that stuff. You're getting on me about being in the sneakers, I'm gonna get on you about being a grown man being in the stuffed animals. Like, really, my thing is this: how many grown men do you see walking around with stuffed animals? Like, that's, and you know, the thing is this, there probably is a number of grown men out there walking with stuffed animals, and you know what? More power to them. But to this particular individual that I'm talking about, you you being a grown, I know you're capable of thinking, I know you're capable of having a mind and stuff, I know you probably look at yourself as an adult. If not, then yeah, you definitely got some issues. All right, but anyways, you're a grown man, you're playing with stuffed animals. I'm a grown man wearing me some Jordans. Which one sounds more normal than the other? Be truthfully honest with yourself, please. I would really like to hear an answer to that. I would really like to hear an answer. What do you think is more normal? And it's just something where I'm all like, the funny thing is that you'll see sneaker events. Like, let me just explain the sneaker culture to you guys real quick. There are sneaker events. Like, I've even reacted to some of these videos. There's actually a channel, and it's a store too. There's this store called Sneak City, but they have a YouTube channel where the two owners be going to these like sneaker events. They be buying like, oh my god, they be spending money on sneakers. Like, it's crazy. It really is crazy. And I'm like, man, like the sneaker culture, it's insane at times. Do you think you'll ever see them post a video up on, like, unless it's like some like name brand, like it's like Supreme Stuffed Bear or something? I can maybe see them buying that. If not that, they're sticking with the sneakers. But how come they didn't create a channel about them going around the world buying stuffed animals? Because that's not their thing. It ain't my thing. You don't see me with no stuffed animals. You see me with sneakers. Why? Because I am into sneakers. What my thing is this: what is wrong with a grown man? Because I feel like that people will try to come up with every excuse possible, like, oh, why you shouldn't be in the sneakers, oh, you're an adult. There are literally old men. There is old men that are into sneakers. What are you going to tell them? Like, oh, you're too old to be. If my thing is this, let me see a 70, 80, 90-year-old man wearing a fresh pair of Jordans. I'm dabbing that man up and I am going on about my business. But I'm not gonna be like, you're too old to be wearing sneakers. Go wear some grandfather shoes. Go wear some I'm trying to think of some shoes or something. Yeah, I don't know. Wear something that's like brown and ain't got no shoelaces. You just some slip-on type shoes and stuff, like some dress like shoes. No. If that man, my thing is this, if that man finds Jordans comfortable, who am I to tell him? Especially with all the collection of sneakers that I got, who am I to tell him on what to wear and what not to wear? That's that man's life. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me at all. The funny thing is like, I can go out and about, right? I could go out and about. I'm still recovering by COVID, by the way. So, but anyways, I could go out and about. I could see somebody dressed up as a furry. Is that what they call them? That people be dressed up as stuffed animals? I could see somebody dressed up as a stuffed animal. Maybe them. They might be the ones with like stuffed animals and stuff. But anyways, I can see somebody dressed up as a football player. I can see somebody dressed up as a superhero. All of this in one day. I can see somebody, I'm trying to think of some other stuff to be dressed up as. A McDonald's worker, I guess, just throwing that out there. A Walmart worker. A GameStop's worker. Somebody could be dressed up like Steve Jobs and heading into the Apple store to go get them one of them Apple Vision Pros, a MacBook, and an iPhone. If they doing that, I'm like, dang, they splurging today. But anyways, and then in the mix of all of that, there's me wearing my normal clothes, some black pants, black jacket or shirt, and I'm wearing me some sneakers. I wouldn't expect any of those guys to look at me and be like, oh, look at him wearing Jordans. Who does that? Who wears Jordans? Meanwhile, they're dressed up in some clothing where it's like, people are going to be looking at it, If I could go on about my business, not think twice of anything that any of those guys is wearing, why can't I? Why can I not just go on about what I'm wearing? If I want to wear me some Jordans, I'm going to wear me some Jordans. I'm the one that bought them. So it's like, and that's just, again, how does it concern you on what I'm wearing? I'm saying, like, and then on top of that, it's like, if I done turned it into a whole business on talking about sneakers on the internet, fam, my thing is this. I know I done got thousands of views of talking on sneakers before. I ain't got thousands. I'm trying to think. Have I gotten thousands of views on TikTok? Let me check TikTok real quick. I feel like I have, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I could be wrong and stuff. I ain't clicked on no Amazon ads, so I don't know why it's popping up. But anyways, Let me just see something real quick. Okay. 2,000. Wait a minute. Oh no, 18,000 views. Dang, that's like one of my most viewed videos on both YouTube and TikTok, talking on the Air Jordan 11s being true to size. But the funny thing is like you'll see 18,000 people watching that before you see 18,000 people watching some 20-year-old lonely man making weird sound effects to some stuffed animals. Like, really, come on now. But anyways, with that being said, I just know that there'll be people, they'll go and they'll hear this and they were like, oh, T-Moss Boss made fun of and they'll try to like throw something in there, like, oh, a mentally ill man making animal noises to his favorite stuffed animals. And I'm like, and I will gladly do it again if this guy wants to be racist, this guy wants to be like, you know, stalking people, wants to do all this weird stuff. Nobody don't want to call him out on his stuff. They just only want to call me out on my stuff. So yeah, I will gladly do this all over again, and I do not care. All right. So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. Thank you guys, and peace.